Hello, Lions. I'm Emma Davis.
I'm Patrick Corbett.
I'm Allison Dominguez.
I'm John Cuglieri.
And we're Greenlight Charge. We're asking $50,000 for 10%. We're here to present to you a new revolutionary product.
We present to you our patent product, the Go Charge. The Go Charge is a portable Chromebook charger that fits at the bottom of the Chromebook by means of a snap-on case.
We aim to increase the range of laptops our charger works for over the next 2 years by expanding into retail by increasing our market.
As students of a school that uses Chromebooks for nearly everything academic, we see the daily struggle that students undergo just to keep their Chromebook charged. And there's always the incessant hunt looking for another Chromebook charger to borrow. And so we thought, why don't we eliminate that struggle? And so we came up with a product that is going to make sure that you always have a charge with you, no matter where you go, or if there's even an outlet there.
Our product has been purchased by Fairfax County, one of the best school districts in the country.
We sell our product, the Go Green Charge, on our website individually and in bulk. We advertise our product on social media and search engine advertising.
Thank you for your time, Lions. I hope you give us the green light.
So I have a question. Is it just for a Chromebook, or can it be for a laptop or anything?
Right now, we only have Chromebooks, like the multiple range of Chromebooks, but we are planning to expand into other laptops.
Okay.
What's your cost of production of the unit each?
So it costs about like $30 to make each, and the retail usually goes about $40 or $50.
And do you have any pre-sales?
That would be like Fairfax.
Like how much has Fairfax bought so far?
They've bought one for every one of their students, which, as you can see, is over 1,800,000 students.
So 180,000. You've sold 180,000 so far?
Yes.
And what has been your cost to get production? So you're producing them now. You're getting up to produce 180,000. All right. Are you able to meet that demand, or are you still producing them?
Yes. Yes.
So you've already met that demand?
Yes.
So you've already made that money. So you've made $10 on every one of them.
Yes.
Is your goal? Okay.
Can I see it? What's it made of?
So this is just a prototype that we've brought, but it's essentially like a snap-on Chromebook case that has in the bottom, there is a battery pack, like a portable battery pack for like a laptop. And then out of it comes a small little wire with the charging piece.
So you have to charge the battery,
Yes.
and then put it on the Chromebook.
Yes.
So what's the
But you
difference?
can leave the case on the Chromebook.
Right. So what's the difference between just plugging it into the regular Chromebook charger? Like, why should I spend $40 to $50 for that charger when I still have, if I'm not plugging it in at home to charge the battery pack? What's the advantage of using your charger over just a regular battery pack?
Well, I think it's also beneficial because a lot of times your Chromebook runs down and you can't find an outlet in the classroom because
Right.
there's so few outlets.
Right.
So it's a good way to have it carries about a charge and a half. So you have it always with you. So per se, you charge your Chromebook, but it dies during school anyway, which I've seen happen. And so you're like, oh no, what do I do? Well, if you have this, you have about a charge and a half, so you can finish out the day without having to worry about that.
So it's basically like a portable charger that you would use for your cell phone in case you don't have your wire with you.
Yes.
And only it's actually attached to the Chromebook.
Yes, it's sort of like how...
So overnight you could plug in your Chromebook and plug that in and keep it on the Chromebook?
Yeah.
Yes.
How ruggedized is this? If a student drops it or somebody accidentally steps on it, they leave it someplace, will the charger break, or is it also double as a protective case? Or is that
It is a protective case as well.
So you're saying that you've got basically if you've sold 180,000 of these at $40 each, That's $7 million in sales. Why do you need us?
So we're looking to expand into retail and increase our market that way. And we also just need a bit more to help us develop new products for other laptops.
So are you selling exclusively to school districts and educational facilities right now?
No, we have a website and we sell them in bulk to educational facilities and businesses as well as individually.
How much have you sold retail?
So far we've only sold to Fairfax County.
Okay, so you have no retail sales as of yet?
But that's where you want to expand.
Yes.
What kind of retail outlets were you thinking? Were you thinking like, you know?
We were thinking places like Staples, for example, Office Depot, places where they have a lot of like electronics like that.
Would you consider, or have you been doing any bulk discounts or educational discounts? Maybe give a break to college students, considering, you know,
we do have a bulk discount. It varies for how much you're buying, but yeah.
It would also be nice too, I think, in the future, even if this did work, to put the school logo on the actual charger.
Yeah, we could probably expand into customization if we find that's what the market desires.
What do you have as far as other school districts? Do you have interest yet? Have you done any bids out to other districts?
We've been communicating with other school districts, but we don't have any like definite answers yet.
Okay.
How recently did you talk to Fairfax County? Have you given this to them at the beginning of this year, later in this year, just so you can kind of get an idea of what issues there are? Because you don't really know until you put this out there what's actually going to break this thing, what's actually going to cause it to stop working, or how many faulty things you have.
Yeah, it was only rather recently, so we don't know exactly all of the issues that may be possible. But as we find out, we will aim to fix them immediately. So.
In your research, how many schools are one-to-one? Like how many schools, how many high schools is it where each student has its own Chromebook?
I don't know that statistic, but from experience, like talking to people from other places, most schools do have things like Chromebooks and other like cheaper laptops to provide to their students. So.
Well, I'm impressed that it costs about the same as I would spend on an iPad case for my children. That's about what I would spend if you're going to invest in a Chromebook, that's something's essential every day for you. Then the idea of investing in a little bit of a tougher case and it doubles as a charger, I find that quite impressive.
So I'm interested in technology and expanding into technology. I think if what you say is true and you have already in 1 year, and I don't know if these are net profits or gross profits, $1.8 million by selling all those, I'll offer you $100,000 for 25% of your company. For a 25% equity stake, I'll do $100,000.
Yeah, I'll do you one better actually. Considering you can expand this to education, stuff like that, I still have my technology firm up in Canada, so I'm going to go, I'll stick with the 100,000, but I'll just take 20% of it.
You're trying to undercut me.
A little bit there. I mean, look at it. They already sold 180,000 to one school district, one area. You start expanding that across the nation, that's a lot of school districts.
Yeah, but I can use I mean, if you go with me, I can use my marketing influence. I've got, we can expand this into sports markets. You've got all those guys out there when they're using their laptop personal devices. So I think I've got a little bit of a greater reach than you're going to have out there.
I don't know. I can back them up with some cybersecurity space for them. I mean, I can support them that way. Now I'm connecting them with the technology side of it. We can connect our companies together.
You guys have two offers. Any thoughts?
All right, Mr. Pierce, we're going to take your offer.
Mr. Hayes.
All right, you're missing out.
Oh,
Very nice.
sorry. You look similar.
I know, everybody says that.
I'm so sorry. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mike. This is Stacy, Pablo, and Jordan, and we're from Athlete. Our product is an all-purpose Evolution backpack. It stores your clothes. It has an insulated lunchbox on the inside to keep your food cold during the day. It also has a water bag inside, so you can drink out of it during a long day. Playing basketball at the court, walking, hiking, whatever you're doing. It has everything in there you need.
We are seeking our project for $120,000 for 20% of our product.
We have 3 businesses in the tri-state area that made $200,000 in 2017 and are projected to make another $300,000 in 2018.
So we need the money for expanding our product into broader aspects of sports. So right now it's mainly a gym bag and like a basketball bag, but we want to get more into sports specific. So we want to go into like baseball and football and things that could really broaden our market.
One of the big names that actually uses our product is LeBron James of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's arguably one of the best basketball players of all time, and it's pretty cool that he actually uses our product.
We make our project for $25. We sell it for $65 each.
Our competitor
Well, our competitor is a brand called Isoduffel, and they have a similar idea, but instead of like a lunchbox, they use Tupperware that like takes up a lot of space, and it's more of a hassle to like be moving it in and out every time instead of just putting it into the lunchbox that's already like sealed in and like made with the bag.
So our product we're gonna wholesale our product, and it's also gonna be available for online purchase. So that way we can hit a more broad market.
The way we would like to endorse our product is by having, like he said, LeBron James endorse our product.
We want you to become elite with Athlete.
So, I have 2 questions. Did LeBron James give you any indication that he would back your product and be like a spokesperson for your product?
Yes, he uses the bag.
He uses it, but did he give you any indication that he would be willing to be a spokesperson for your product, or you're just hoping that he will because he uses it?
No, yes, he said that he would if we were.
So you're in talks with him to sign a contract to
Yes.
get him to sponsor it. And do you have any patents or anything on any of the technology in there, the cooler or the water bag or anything like that?
No, we do not.
Is the water in the water bag run through the cooling part so it stays cool, or is it separate?
It's up here at the top of the bag. So this part of the bag is where you keep the water, and right here is like the drinking straw.
Okay.
And actually on the inside, there's like a little elastic part, and the lunch box, where it's insulated, is there. So it's not connected, but I mean.
Okay.
So there is cooling technology in there for the water, or is it just insulated?
It's just insulated.
Okay.
Because I've been through hundreds of these bags. It always turns out something leaks, something gets dirty, you can't clean them, and then they just get discarded. What makes yours that much better? You said you have no patents, you have no trademarks on it. Is there anything different here that would convince me that, okay, here's a new bag, why is it going to sell? Just because LeBron's using it doesn't mean that everyone, your average basketball or other player is going to go out and buy this and use it. What makes it so much better?
I mean, the part that's pretty cool about our bag is that the lunchbox inside actually can come out. So if you spill something in your lunchbox, you could pull it out, put it in the washing machine, and you put it right back in, because the compartment in here is fit just for the lunchbox. So if you make a mess or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. You can just put it right back in.
What if the drink part leaks? Through the straw that you have.
Yeah.
Is that removable as well?
No, that's actually part of the bag.
Integrated in it.
How do you clean that? Because if you keep putting water in there, you have to be able to clean that.
This
the
actually
water
at
part.
the top
Yeah.
opens up to a wire thing. So
You
if you
get
get
in there
you
and
can
clean it.
soap, sponge,
And has this been field tested? So you said this would be great, for example, sports, running, hiking. Has it been field tested?
Yeah, it's currently available on the market, and we haven't really had many complaints about it. But obviously, like you said, the cleaning parts, we gotta find a way around it. But it's not really
It's not been a major issue.
No.
And
Well-
where are your sales coming from? Who are you selling to?
Athletes all over the place, mostly like basketball.
How are you selling to them?
We have 3 stores in the tri-state area.
Okay. Retail stores?
Yeah,
Where?
New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania.
But are they in a mall? Are they standalone? Are they
Standalone.
How many units have you sold?
What was it? You know? Well,
And how long has it been for sale?
how long? It's been for sale for about a year now, and we made $600,000 from a combined, from all the businesses.
On how many units is 600,000?
That would be approximately 100,000.
100,000 units?
Yeah.
Where do you produce these? With all the talk of trade wars, where are they being produced?
We're producing them here, so it's American made.
Now, if you compare, because you said before you did online sales, correct?
Yeah, we do have.
If you compare your online sales to your in-store sales, is it greater for online sales or in-store sales? Do you feel like there's more foot traffic coming in? Is this something that people are going out of their way to go find, or people just conveniently buying it online?
I feel like online sales are a little bit higher just because it's more convenient and it can reach a broader area than our stores can.
Do you ship out just say like in certain areas, or do you ship it all across the
No,
US?
we ship out across the country.
Are you advertising?
Yes, we use LeBron James to advertise.
That's it.
Do you,
Yeah, so
do you
far.
intend only to market this for sports? Because I see the potential for a lot of other things. I see the potential for school backpacks. I see the potential for modern day picnicking. You know, like
Maybe you can take a take off the isoduffel and put a Tupperware or a basket in there.
you know, and
If you're making it more sport specific, how are you doing that? Like if it's for baseball, is it gonna hold a bat or?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to put, so say do you know what a bat bag looks like? Like it's kind of a long bag and then it has a compartment for the bat to go into. We want to make something that's a little bit smaller, so like a backpack, and those have bat holders in the side of them where you could stick almost there would be an elastic thing coming off here and then another one here, and your bat would go into it, so it would hold the bat, and your helmet would go here, your glove could go under here, and we want to have one more extra compartment where you could have your Gatorade to keep it cool, and just so it's
How
a
heavy
broader
do you think
part.
it is once you have all of that equipment and the water case filled?
Or
Or if you just had it without any equipment,
without anything, it's probably
It's not heavy at all.
yeah, it's not very heavy. Probably 5 pounds, maybe less.
with the water? And how much water does it hold?
It hold, how much did we say it held?
It holds at least a liter of water.
Okay.
Well, I think that the backpack/athletic bag field is overflowing with different things. And I don't know.
it worries me that none of this
Yeah.
is patented.
Yeah,
Right.
Anybody can
I
walk up
just,
and they design
yeah.
them,
Yeah, but you can't
I-
deny if they sold 100,000 units at $65, $25 production cost, that's $3.5 million in profit.
I know, but
At $120,000,
Do you have to
patented or
pay?
not.
Yeah.
The only question is, does it have a, once this goes away, do they keep selling?
that's what I mean.
Once the novelty of
I mean,
it goes
LeBron's
away, does it keep
exactly-
selling?
Because of the next sports bag shows
Yeah,
up,
right,
new design,
right.
some of
There's
their athletes
so
mix it
many,
up.
right, there's so many bags out there. I mean, I like the concept and everything else, but,
And what happens when the next season comes up, like football's coming up or something
Right.
like that, and some athlete
Right.
who's now coming into the NFL or something like that,
How
sports
much-
something else.
LeBron's not going to advertise that for free.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm, yeah.
So how much
are
are
you?
we? How much are we going to have to? How much is the expense when it comes to
compensation to
LeBron?
him, right, is gonna eat into the profit.
Are you paying him now?
Well, not yet. But the reason that LeBron's such a good advertiser for our company is that he doesn't. It's not. He speaks out, on political standpoints, everything. He's everybody's role model. He's not just basketball. Everybody knows who he is. He's arguably one of the biggest sports stars today.
How did he become your advertiser?
We just saw him he bought one of their bags online, and we saw that he was using it during the finals.
Did he tell anybody on his team or?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I
So
hope
that way
so.
you could sell more.
Yeah.
Another concern of mine is this: if you're going to branch out into different sports and be specific, I don't know if it's going to be made in the United States, how you can sustain that only being $65 and costing $25, because I can't see that.
Yeah, when you start specializing.
In,
in
as
different
particularly
production
if it's
lines.
going to be made in the United States.
Right. And that would be, made in the USA would be a huge draw for a lot of people, but I don't know, you're right.
But you can't, you know,
Yeah, at
and
this
if
point.
people going to spend over $100 on a
Right.
backpack, whereas they can just buy a water bottle and stick it in a bag.
Right.
And where are you currently producing it in the tri-state area? Do you have an area for production for this specifically in here, or is it somewhere else, or?
No, it is in the.
Is this area? That's another concern of mine too, because if you have to expand, tri-state area is very big. You have a lot of large industrial areas around here. You need to find areas where you can expand out of there, and I'm not quite sure if they'll find a spot in this area to continue that low cost,
Well,
because they have to start shipping things to it.
Yeah, if we were to expand, though, we would like to expand more western, like expand our production more west, so we could have a broader variety, like move out into the country and get more.
If they're online, then it is
And it would
already all over.
production if
Well,
you
I mean,
move
like
out
it's
west.
less of that because
Production
it's one thing to ship like a couple units someplace or something like that, but it's a completely different issue shipping raw materials and production needs to an area. That's a supply chain that you have to take into consideration. And like I said, producing it in one area and expanding in that one area, increasing like your warehouse size, increasing your production line, that's one thing. But if you have to start creating separate production areas because you can't find the locations for it, that becomes an issue.
Yeah, but with our connections, we can certainly find production. But I think the biggest concern is the fact that there's no copywriting or trademark on it. But if these numbers are true, I think there's some money to be made here.
But you could come along, I could, for example, somebody can come along, outsource this to China, and have the production, have the cost way down and the cost to buy it
How much
a
is
lot
your
cheaper.
competition? How much is the isoduffel?
Our competition was $100.
And where are they made
I believe they're made in China.
or produced?
Yeah.
And do you have a signed agreement with LeBron or not?
No, not yet.
No signed agreement with
It's in the
LeBron.
making.
Yeah.
In the making.
In the making.
I wish you luck, but I'm
Yeah, I'm out.
out. I can't.
I'm not out. I'm not out. At those numbers, I'm not out. But you want 120,000 for a 20% stake? I'll do 120,000 for a 40% stake. Because if it's 3.5 million in profit, like there's money to be made here if we can market it right, if we can get LeBron to sign on.
That's big ifs.
All right, which with my basketball connections, there's a possibility that we could do that if we talk to him. So if we can get him to sign on, I'll do $120,000 for a 40% stake.
We'll take it.
All right.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Getting them.
Spending money. Making it rain. Maybe it's jealousy. It's probably jealousy on my part. Here we go.
We are Portable Audio. I'm Dylan. This is Sam, Connor, and Ryan. Our product is known are the Smart Buds, and what Smart Buds are a pair of wireless earbuds that are an improvement on the current market of earbuds.
So how the Smart Buds works is there's a little USB drive on the side of the charging case. You plug the USB drive into your computer, Chromebook, and then you get your music up and you hit download on your playlist. It downloads all right to the little earbuds. So when you go running or for a walk, you don't have to wear your armband or anything. They're waterproof and they come in different colors.
To pause the song, you just have to tap the right earbud once, and to skip it, you double tap it. To go back, you tap it 3 times, and then the left earbud, to turn it up, you tap it twice, and to turn it down, you press it once.
The reason why we made this is to target people that don't like the armbands. For me personally, I don't like them. I would rather have something that's right in my ears. This is to target people that do sports, people that do jogs, as she said.
So our request to the judges is $120,000 for 15% of our company.
We are Smart Buds and we are the new way to music.
I am pumped about this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thinking not just for athletes, you've got a whole market you're missing. You're missing out moms that have to multitask and like to listen to their music. You know, you have to, I'm liking it.
I have some questions though. So, what is the battery life on the buds?
Approximately 10 hours.
10 to 15. And how much music can you store on the USB drive? How big a USB drive?
10 gigabytes.
10K. Okay.
How many songs is that?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And what have your sales been so far? How much does it cost you to make it?
It costs us about $85 to make each pair, and we are selling it for $170. And in our opinion, compared to the alternative, which is currently the Apple AirPods, are currently selling for $150. So we think that $20 is more extra is pretty
But yours
sufficient.
is extra? Or
Yes,
Apple is
ours
extra?
costs more, but we also have more technology.
But compared with Beats, and how much have you had in sales, and how long have they been out?
In approximately 5 months, we've sold 8,000 pairs.
And how are you selling them?
Both retail and online retail. So
Are they available in regular retail stores, for example, Best Buy and things like that?
Yeah, like Best
Target.
Buy, Walmart, yeah.
So what do you need our money for?
We aim to increase production and also expand into online retailing a bit more than we already are.
Okay, do you currently advertise?
Currently, we run commercials and online ads, such as social media ads, like on Instagram and such.
And where is it manufactured?
It's manufactured in the United States in
Seattle?
Yeah.
Can I ask a really honest question from a business person point of view? Would you be opposed to shipping the manufacturing somewhere else? Overseas?
I would not be opposed to that, seeing that it was cost effective.
Who holds the patent on these?
Our company, Portable Audio.
You have the patent?
You have the patent?
Yes.
And what colors are they available in?
So you're relying on the fact that people don't want to carry a different device, a smartphone, shuffle, any of the old iPod pieces out there.
Yes.
So you're relying on the fact that you're going to download these songs and then they're not going to carry their phones. Yet I see just about everybody, whether they're in the gym, whether they're even running on the road, I still see them carrying some kind of a smartphone in most cases, not all cases, but most cases. So why would I go to this when I'm still going to carry my smartphone anyway?
I completely disagree with you. I think there is loads of people that would love to be liberated from their phones.
I don't see it. I see everybody out there jogging, whether they're taking a phone call.
Especially athletes, like for
if you're concentrating,
where you can't have your phone on you while you're practicing.
But you still want to listen to music.
I see the wave of phones. It's still, they're attached to them. They don't want to give them up. They are addicted to them in many cases.
I see a whole
24/7.
with
Even if
that,
they're working
you know.
out, they're on their phone.
Well,
I don't see this as the replacement for that phone.
I see it as an absolute marketing opportunity.
Yeah.
Liberate yourself.
Yeah.
It was nice with an iPod though, so then you could see what you're actually playing,
Yeah,
and
that
I
was
think
the problem.
that's on the phone. You
But
could
if that
see
was the
the
case,
songs.
the Apple product would be completely taken over the market, and that hasn't happened yet. And they've been out for over a
when
year.
the shuffle came out, that was the whole idea of the shuffle. Is that you have random music on there, you can skip it, whatever else, but it just kept shuffling it. That was the whole key point of it.
And you couldn't see
and
it.
that was a lot of problem. That's why it kind of died off after a while, and that's why I
But
believe
you're
after like
putting
2
your
years they really
playlist
put
on.
it in.
You're seeing what
Right.
music you're putting on anyway. It's not like going to be a surprise.
No,
it's
I-
going to be,
I-
oh wow, Eminem, wasn't expecting
I
that.
see Pandora dominating the market in the future, and the other streaming services where it's not going to be what you've downloaded, it's going to be what they're going to feed to you.
Is there
And
a
that's the whole point of it.
possibility, have you looked into, as opposed to the USB, putting some kind of, something that you can receive Pandora or like a
Like a Bluetooth
Bluetooth
technology.
type
Also,
technology or?
with the ability to install with the USB drive,
Yeah.
we aim to make it possible to install streaming markets such as Pandora or Spotify or like any of those.
Would that increase the size of the headphones though? Because I mean, it's one thing a Bluetooth component is maybe about like yay big. It's not a big deal, but you start adding in the fact that you need to start streaming services. Now you're adding a new.
It's one or the other, so you need to decide if you want your Spotify and Pandora or if you want your music from your computer that you have installed.
How durable are they? Like, do they stay in your ear?
Yes.
You have it, because you're saying running and athletes and everything else?
Can I see it? Does it come in this cute little box?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Got us all.
It's all there.
It's all about the look.
It
It's
is.
all about the look.
I just think that you're going to be running into the Goliaths of this business. I don't see you selling enough of them, and I worry about your production. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I'm in. I'm going to make you an offer. I'll actually up it. I will invest 200,000 at 15%, but I want you to move your manufacturing to China.
I think you're crazy. I think you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money.
Well, this is
You're
what
gonna
you always
lose
say.
your money. You're gonna
Well, I think
rely
I'm
on
gonna
off seasons.
make
We got
money.
trade
What's wrong
trade
with
embargoes
15%?
with the current administration.
200,000 for 15%?
I want 15%, but I want them to move their manufacturing, and that would increase the
I-
profits. We can
I
still sell them
have-
for 170, and then we can at least cut that making margin by half. The way of manufacturing is not in the United States anymore; it's overseas.
I'll give you 200,000, but I want 25%, but I have the contacts that you need to help you with your technology.
Everything could be solved if we move manufacturing to
No,
China.
No,
But
not necessarily.
Isn't,
Not
yeah, but your
necessarily.
price is higher than Apple. Why?
We also have more to offer than Apple.
Because you have more to offer.
We have different colors.
So if you make it cheaper, do you think people will still buy it? Or are you doing it because you think that people think that they're getting more? Like, what's the difference again?
The
That they can put
reason-
the songs on it?
Yes, our technology is, we have more technology to offer to users than Apple currently.
So if you make it cheaper, do you think that it'll benefit your company?
Well, I think you're the fine line of it's being exclusive and different versus for the masses, it is a tough balance.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the masses. I'm thinking we've got a lot of opportunity to market this for all different people. I'm thinking about if we move the manufacturing to China, we've got more money to spend on advertisements. We will put it in people's living rooms. It will be something that they all know about. We can, with that expense, we can also approach people. We can approach different celebrities, why they want to do it. So I turned $1,000 into a $5 billion business.
Well,
Oh,
that's in real estate.
So what?
This is
Listen,
out of your realm. This is
have
out
the
of your realm.
contacts. I have the contacts to help you
This is
move
technology. This is not real
to get
estate.
you to where you want to be with your company.
You give something to
I say leave it in the USA. Be proud that it's made in the USA. I think you're going to make more
Nothing is
sales
made in the
because
USA
it's
anymore.
in the USA.
Ideas are made in the USA.
200,000, 25%.
Everything else is made in China.
My contacts, my ability to help you move this forward to where you want it to be. Or you can go to China and take her 15%, give her 15% and 200,000, and in 2 years you'll be out of business.
So you've got two offers on the table. You've
Is it a little
got
high here? I think it's
200,000 for a 25% equity stake, or you've got 120,000
No,
for a
she
50%.
offered,
No, I
she offered 200,000.
Oh.
But I have the
Save money.
So
contacts.
you've got to guarantee you'll move your manufacturing.
I have the contacts.
I have to, trust me.
I think we're going to go with the first offer.
Okay. Well,
So-
good. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
congratulations.
Look
Still think
forward to
you're
it.
crazy.
Thank you. You always do.
Enjoy the
Thank you.
demonstration.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're welcome.
That's right. Enjoy the tariffs.
Be nice if they got like
Good
books
job.
maybe and stuff. Something other than just music.